Hey, welcome back, everyone. Thank you for joining me again for another comic book review. Today, I'm going to be going over another Image #1 issue called Slumber. It's by Tyler Burton Smith. The artist is Vanessa Cardinali. Sorry for butchering that. And the cover artist here is Nathan Fox. And the funny thing about Nathan Fox, though, is that the main character is Nathan Fox Stetson. I wonder if that has something to do with the story. I don't know, something background information there, but that was pretty cool to see. This cover, real quick, let's just go over that. It's this girl, which her name is Nathan Fox Stetson, um, coming out of a doorway. In the room, the background, it's a very dark room. You see like a spider in the background, like a patient bed, a lot of weapons, a lot of blood. But then the room that she's coming out of, the door is in the middle of the room, and but inside that door is like a dream world, very colorful. Again, a lot of blood, a lot of carnival stuff in the background as well. Um, but she's covered in blood. She's got a gun. Yeah, it looks like a shotgun in her hand, and she's got a smile on her face. That's the first thing that I saw when I first discovered this book. And it pulled me in, so I wanted to read what it's about to see if I wanted it. And this is the quick synopsis. Nathan Fox Stetson is a nightmare hunter, a dream detective. She runs a shoddy back alley business where she helps clients sleep at night by entering their dreams and killing their nightmares. But Stetson's past comes to haunt her when she tracks down a literal living nightmare, a serial killer that murders people in their sleep. It's going to be an ongoing series from the twisted minds of writer Tyler Burton Smith, all this stuff, all that good stuff. But that right there was enough to pull me in. I was like, yeah, you know what? I'm going to give this a try. I've been liking horror stories more and more lately, so this one seemed like it was going to be a little bit funny. So perfect little segue. So yeah, let's just go straight into the book and see what happens in this first issue. So our story opens up in Queens, New York. Um, you have these two detectives. They are looking at a crime scene. There's this lady. So this is a mature book, by the way. So definitely expect any images here. They might be bloody, graphic, things like that. In this image here, there's going to be a lady sprawled out. She's just been murdered. And they just explain the scene basically that there's been 6 murders, each done by 6 different people, but each had the same message. I seek the dream eater. Um, and each person that wakes up, they say they have no recollection of getting to the spot where they were. They just woke up and there was a dead body in front of them. So the detectives are now trying to figure out what's going on here. And also, it seems like the detectives also know about Stetson, our main character, that she's a dream eater detective, whatever. Um, and they have not been wanting to go see her, but this is the 6th murder, so now it's time because they did see her business card there. All right, so then next we're led to this other part of the town. Let me see what it's called. Well, it's still Queens, but it's another different part of the town. It's the base of operations for Stetson. It looks like she has 2 people that works with her. One that puts her clients to sleep, and another one that goes into the dreams with her to fight whatever nightmares she needs to fight. Looking at the operation, it looks like they have a specific door, kind of like Monsters Inc., where there's doors to every single person's room, whatever. But this is just one single door that leads to whoever's connected. Once connected, these individuals are put to sleep, and of course, they start having these nightmares. So this is why they called in, because they've been having these nightmares. They seem too real, not letting them sleep, things like that. So while in this nightmare, Stetson finds the literal nightmare that the person is having, and she deals with it. And the way she deals with it is by killing it, shooting it with that shotgun that you see. The artwork here isn't like the most beautiful artwork in the world. No offense to Vanessa Cardellini, but it looks like it's perfect for this setting. Everything is very very dreamlike. Very. It also kind of reminds me of like Scotty Young's like I hate um, fairies or something like that. I never actually read it, but I did see that art style. But no, it works here. It's perfect. But back to this story, the current client, she just or he had something like carnival related. That was his nightmare. Stetson comes in, kills the nightmare, but then there are other creatures around, and she sees this bunny that has these scars on its chest that line up with the crime scene that we saw in the beginning of this issue, and she knows what these signs mean. And it turns out most likely it's something that's related to her. And I think my guess so far is that it's her nightmare that just got away from her. So she questions the bunny. The bunny does not want to help, runs away, and then she's attacked by all these other creatures in this land, in this little dreamland, and so she has to escape through that door. Another thing that I like about this book is it looks like the narration bubbles that you see are actually like her talking, right? That's how when we see most likely in the comics, it's the person, the main character's inner thoughts. But in this, it's like she's talking to herself. The thought bubbles come up, and then she talks back to it. Like she's talking about the scene here. It's like, I've seen some things, dark truths, buried secrets, the things nobody's meant to see. And then the actual talking bubble from her is her saying, enough, stop talking, so it's kind of like her talking to herself, almost breaking the fourth wall, but not really. It's just her having a conversation with herself. But either way, we move on to the back to the detectives. They have that person in custody, the one that woke up and said, I just got here, there's a dead body here. And somehow he escapes his handcuffs, and he goes to one of the main detectives, and the whatever is possessing that human body goes over into this new detective. And the rest of the issue is just basically her explaining how she got into this life, why she does it. It helps her, and she gets to help people along the way as well. Then we go back to the detective, and he starts realizing that he has been possessed by this creature. We don't know who it is, this nightmare creature. And then he wakes up. That's the end of the book. Is he wakes up? There's a dead body in front of him. He has no recollection of how he got there. So I would say that this is a pretty good start to this issue, to this book, to this series. It's an ongoing series, so it doesn't mean that it's going to end in the next 5 issues or anything like that. But I'm intrigued. I thought this was like a 3.5 out of 5. I'm definitely going to read the next issue. But if you've read it, let me know what you thought. If you haven't, like I said, I'm definitely going to give it a shot. But if you decide you don't want to read it, even after watching this video and everything, why not? What pushes you away from it? Let me know. Again, thank you so much for listening. I'll definitely have some more reviews coming up soon. I will do some like small, quick overviews on like the reels on Instagram, TikTok shorts, all that stuff. So if there's anything that you want to see that you think that I might be able to cover, let me know as well. But yeah, thanks for watching and thanks for listening.